TikTok is always the center of the worst fish-related things. The worst fish-related content that I can find is always on TikTok. So I'm very excited to see what TikTok has to offer today. Let's begin. First one.
Oh my, dude. I just threw the gaff top out there. He literally just swam on shore right now. Okay.
Is the fish just swim? Is it a catfish? Dude. It's a catfish and it's just swimming onto the shore.
Dude.
Is he like looking through for the nearest cover?
Bafflation.
I've seen like a lot of times where I will like I'll throw a fish back into the water and it'll swim and like hide under my boot. So like where I'm stepping in the water, it'll hide under me. Because the fish is just like the moment it gets in the water and it's stressed out, it just looks for like the nearest thing to hide under. So it may just be that that's the nearest thing to hide under and it doesn't want to swim back out into the open water. Or the fish might just be fucked up, who knows? Damn, Rip. Rip Bozo. There's no way that was on purpose, right? There's no way they fed him that fish. Oh, come on. The woman turned around with plugging her ears. No, not the shark eating the other fish. How does that happen? I mean, aquariums in general are like a very volatile ecosystem. You have a bunch of fish together who, should they be hungry, will eat each other. And you're trying to like perfectly maintain that system. And if you imbalance the system, I mean, things are going to start eating each other and fighting. But shit happens, I guess.
Feeding my pets.
Hello. You're hungry, huh? Hello. I have your full attention. Nice to see.
What? Jesus Christ, there's a lot of fish in there.
Feeding my pets.
That's the whole video? This dude just has a pool in his backyard filled with giant fish that are just sitting still. There's no shot that these fish are in good condition.
Full attention. Nice to see. Go get him. Yeah, good boy.
Yeah, that's a lot of big fish in a pool with algae water that's extremely shallow. Don't know how wide it is. Wait, this dude's name is Zach. His name is Zach Ketchum. Z-A-K. Here's the next recommended video, Savage Mom Life. Super rare sighting.
Wow.
Saw sharks.
What is this? Hey, come here. Hey, nope. Ma'am, come here. Holy smokes.
Saw sharks are cool.
Look at the size of that shark.
That is a genuinely rare sighting.
It's the shark with the big fin. But the the salt shark.
Yeah, that's how I feel sometimes. Is the shark with a big fin?
I was fishing when this
For once, not clickbait. Actually, rare sighting for the first time. Let's go.
This surfboarder does not realize he is in savage peril.
What
There's a rare Romanian ridgeback hammerhead shark in the depths.
What is savage peril?
Not only are
He is in savage peril, educational purposes, wave, sea. What is this video?
these bigger than great whites. They are also the most flammable of mammals in the sea.
What?
He swims onwards using his
The most flammable mammal? What does this mean?
electromagnetic radar to scout out his next meal. A ginger woman points in disbelief as it heads towards a mandem of youths. The hammerhead knows that these rogue youngsters are on their first ever school trip, so decides against it. Throw chopped up pizza in the water to daze the shark into a meat feast food coma. He heads back towards the surfboarder with the absolute quickness.6However, the dog above sees the pizza. This surfboarder does not
the dog.
He is in savage peril.
What did I just watch? Is it just like a slow swimming basking shark? They said hammerhead. At first I was like, oh yeah, maybe there's a hammerhead in the water, whatever, they're calling it dangerous. And then they said the ginger woman observes that shark.
This is rare footage of the world's most poisonous mammal attacking mankind.
Okay, what is this dude's videos? Do people believe this?
Colombian spinal thresher carp.
That's a Goliath grouper. The Colombian spinal thresher carp. That can't be a real name. Colombian spinal thresher carp. Wait, this is a real thing? No, it's not a real thing. I hate the world. They convinced me for a second. They actually got me.
Carp is an aggressive fish that shouldn't be messed with. The diver knows he is in danger and tells the cameraman to get back with the absolute quickness. The fish senses his next meal is nearby and prepares itself to attack. It is important not to engage in eye contact, as this will further...
See, here's the thing, like, to us, this is clearly a joke. Like, this is clearly someone making satire, but there are people who will absolutely believe this. It does. You can just make shit up. This has 2.4 million likes. I'm willing to bet at least 500,000 of those likes were like, wow, dangerous monster, no way. There's enough stupid people in the world that I think at least 20% of people who watch this were like, holy shit, dangerous monster? Thresher carp? Another member of my rare fish collection. Is that fish rare? Is this just... What? I don't know, this just looks like a normal-ass reef fish. I don't know ocean fish very well, but this just looks like a normal-ass reef fish to me. This person just took a picture of the reef fish swimming vertically for some reason. Okay. Congratulations on your addition to your rare fish collection.
This was the most disgusting looking tank I've ever seen. This guy
Oh,
said
you
he
don't
didn't
even know the half
how
of
to
it.
clean
This is the most disgusting looking tank you've ever seen? I saw someone put a fucking little goldfish in their watch. I've seen things you wouldn't believe.
This guy said he didn't know how to clean it, and he called and asked if I could clean it for him. I told him I would do it for free. This water was straight black.
That's just algae. It's not that dirty. It's just algae. It's unclean water, and I wouldn't trust sensitive fish in it, but it's not like... Shark suckers. Isn't this fucking crazy that there's just a fish that has this adaptation? My professor, my ichthyology professor, when I took ichthyology, we didn't catch a remora, but he told us that like in a previous year they had caught a remora and someone was like looking at it and got it stuck on their face. And they were like, the entire class had to do like an effort to pull the remora off of this poor student's face. That's hilarious that you could just stick it to the... You can just stick it to the ceiling.
Gaming PC in a fish tank.
What?
Let's build it. The first time we built a tank PC, everyone debated the liquid we used. Well, today, we're gonna tell you. This PC build starts with a fluval tank complete with RGB lighting. And
What?
we had to get the UV reactive pebbles and plants. Oh, and I almost forgot Scuba Steve. Let's get the top off this tank and get to work putting in the standoffs. The motherboard and PC components are what we'll mount on these. Now we'll create capacitors for the tubes. In with the high volume pump, then it's to screwing on the fittings. Time to mount the motherboard, which did take some preparation. We actually had to prepare with indium pads both on the processor and the GPU.
How do you
Normal
prevent
thermal paste
it from
definitely
being...
doesn't work under liquid.
from just
We
electrocuting the water?
also found these awesome flow nozzles from an aquarium store so we can direct the liquid straight to the processor and the GPU.
The liquid
We'll plug
straight to the
power supply
processor?
Extensions, and it's time to start prettying up this tank. You can already tell this thing's gonna start to look good. I don't know what it is about these.
I thought you would want it to avoid the processor.
And in goes Scuba Steve.
It's
Last, we
oil?
plug in the plants, and then it's on to a liquid reveal. We use Submer 3.0.
Would oil not destroy a computer?
Biodegradable dielectric coolant. It doesn't evaporate and has a shelf life of 15 years. The fluid is not just mineral oil, it's definitely something special, patented by Submer. As this thing fills, we know it feels unnatural to have electronics submerged under fluid. But that's exactly what this stuff is made for. It's non-conductive. And the cooling efficiency of liquid is 8 to 10 times better than air. But what really steps this up another notch is the fact that we connected this to an aquatic tank chiller. This allows us to drop the temperature of the tank to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Before we power this on and show you the finished shots, we want you to know that we
What are the fans doing?
For amazing people like you, we also let people win them every single see some testing. We'd love to
That's
show
fucking
you how
crazy.
it performs.
Well, at least they didn't put fish in it. If we were on Shitty Aquarium subreddit, they would have put fish in it. So at least that's better than nothing, I guess.
Are found only in South America. They create an electric field around them with their tail. They use this.
His
to
swimming
hunt
is so
swimming
weird.
murky
Is this
water.
like a heavy current
I
tank?
think they are just so cool to look at. They can get up to 20 inches long.
This tank must have a heavy current. Look at how he's moving.
Thanks for watching. Follow for more daily fish content.
Bro fighting for his life. Shouldn't be sideways. I think it's just a really strong current in the tank. But knife fish are cool. It's Zachary Moment. It's the origin of Zachary Moment. The dude swimming with the moray and cuddling with it, which everyone calls these dangerous creatures because of their teeth. This is the origin of Have you guys ever seen Zachary Moment? Let me just go into general real quick. Oh wait, someone's posting it. Yeah, see? Zachary Moment. It's a GIF. I guess this is the origin story of Zachary Moment. Something strange was caught on a coastline CCTV camera in Scotland. No one has been able to explain it. Or maybe I'll be able to. However, many believe this is some type of sea serpent. Is anyone else not seeing anything? It just looks like a dick. Why is it always CCTV with cryptids? Because you're not allowed to catch cryptids. I don't know. It kind of just looks like a tree trunk. I don't even know. It looks like the, what's the, on a moose? It looks like the horns on a moose. Wow, leafy sea dragon. Just a seahorse pretending not to be a seahorse. Literally everything that's wrong with a seahorse is also wrong with a leafy sea dragon. They just look a little bit cooler. It's ashamed. It does look down like it's ashamed of existing. But it's pretty. It is pretty, but it is still useless. Things aren't useful just because they're pretty, Sunday. This is something that you're going to have to learn about life. It is a Pokemon, yeah. They did just straight up rip nature straight up and make a Pokemon out of it.
Think of things. Come on, brain. Think of things. Come on, brain. Be so smart. Think of things. Come on, brain. Think of things. Come on, brain.
It's the aquarium co-op pufferfish. Very cute. Yeah, they feed them clams because with their buck teeth, they can break the clam open and eat it. Pretty cool. I did not know that there were red-tailed catfish and arowanas in Florida. I guess it makes sense because Florida just has like that same like ecosystem. And so things can get invasive there really easy, but I would not expect arowana just swimming around in Florida. That's kind of sick. No, not marijuana, chat. Arowana.
Do you know that bass are edge-oriented? Which means they travel along some type of an edge. Whether it be the edge of a weed bed,
Makes sense.
the edge of a drop-off, or perhaps a rocky transition. What's more is, they will stop and hold on an irregular feature along that edge. Seeing is believing. I've captured this behavior with bass and a whole lot more from our one-of-a-kind underwater perspective. I'm Kim Stricker.
Hi,
and if
Ken.
this footage intrigued
Kim.
you, come join me on my Hook and Look YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Just an advertisement for your YouTube channel. That's interesting. Hey, can't blame you. Being edge-oriented is a pretty common thing in animals, right? I mean, that's how you guide yourself. Like, fish don't have Google Maps or like a GPS. So you just stay by noticeable features to guide yourself. It seems like a pretty simple and obvious concept, but getting footage of it is cool.
When was the last time that you heard a mind-melting science fact? Because I am here to tell you that there
Oh
is
my
an
God, your
animal with
voice.
laser vision. I was wondering, is there like a biological version of laser vision? The only thing I got close to thinking was like, oh, there's the blood-shooting eye lizard. It does shoot blood out of its eyes.
Jesus.
You can't shoot lasers out of your eyes. And yet, in nature, laser vision exists, and it's in fish. This is the face of a superhero. Look at him.
Stargazer.
The scopus of the stargazer flatfish has electric organs in its eyeballs. It buries itself in the sand and waits for fish to get close, and then it zaps it with its eyes. This is like an
His
electric
voice.
eel if it shot lightning out of its eyes.
That's not a real thing. I just want to be clear that stargazers eat things whole. They do not shoot lasers out of their eyes, while they may have some type of electricity in their eyes.
Instead of its whole body, which is way cooler in my opinion. This real-life version of Cyclops lives on the bottom of the ocean. It's super...
Real-life version of Cyclops? Isn't the whole thing with Cyclops it has one eye? There are two eyes right there.
Like had some sort of like, I don't know, eyebrow twitch that eventually became an electric organ where it just moved its eyebrows sarcastically so much that now it shoots lightning.
Okay, I really can't listen to that guy anymore. But, oh yeah, that's just a normal-ass stargazer. I don't know what the fuck the issue is with that.